What's up, YouTube? It's Bullseye Nate 231. Today I'm going to be showing you, as you can see, I have a VSC Trac Off Light on my dashboard. This is a 2003 Toyota 4Runner. Basically what's going on here is the operating system that the 2003s were originally on is different than the newer operating system for OBDII readers and things like that. So a lot of times when a car gets hooked up to an OBDII reader with a newer version, more up to date, sometimes you have to go through manually, not all the time, but in a lot of cases, you have to go through manually and turn off this light. Now, I've also seen this light come on after like a battery was dead and there was low voltage and the check engine light came on and then this light came on. And then, you know, I had to clear the engine light and then I had to clear this light. But what we're usually, if there's a problem with your VSC traction control system, this is your traction control system for your vehicle. If there is a problem with your traction control system, your ABS light will be on in addition to this light, or your check engine light will be on as well. Okay, so if you have a problem with your traction control system, your ABS light is going to be on in addition to these lights, as well as the check engine light and or the check engine light. Okay, so if you just have this light on your dash, it's just a malfunction in the computer. It's no big deal. I'm going to show you how to clear it even without an OBDII code reader. And so if you do have an OBDII reader, you probably aren't going to be able to do it with your reader unless you have ABS and traction control and airbags and all that stuff in your OBDII reader as well. But so I'm going to show you how to do this step by step. So thanks for tuning in. I hope this video is helpful. So the first thing that you're going to want to do is get your vehicle on a nice level piece of ground. Okay, so to get these lights to go off, what we got to do is perform a 0-point calibration. All right, so here are the instructions. We've got examples here, what we're going to do. So I'm going to walk through these instructions with you. Let's get a good shot of these instructions. That way you can pause the video and read through them or refer back to them when you're doing this yourself. So if you need to, you could just pause the video and read everything clearly or screenshot or something. But anyway, so we're going to walk through these instructions, and then the next page, there's a couple of things that you got to do. After ensuring the blinking VSC warning light, 2 seconds, turn the ignition switch off. Okay, so I mean, pretty much after it goes off, you just turn the engine off. All right, so let's just walk through what we're going to be doing here. Okay, so the first thing we're going to do, we're going to make sure the vehicle is in park. Okay, I am parked, vehicle is in park. Okay, all right, then we're going to turn the ignition switch to on. I'm going to do that in just a second. And then it says using the SST 09843-18040, repeat the cycle of short and open between terminals TS and CG. Okay, so basically you've got to touch terminal TS and CG together, and they're telling you to use this SST 09843-18040. Okay, I've got my own SST that I've built. Okay, so let me show you what I did just in case you want to do something like this. So I've got two pieces of copper wire. Okay, as you can see, it's just normal copper wire. And what I did was I went to the end over here, and I put wire connectors on the copper, and then I put a paper clip in the wire connector so that I can stick that in the OBDII, just like shown. The OBDII plug, just like shown in this picture. So we're going to put one in pin 14 and one in pin 4. Okay, make sure you don't mix up which pins you're plugging these in. Okay, and then you're gonna plug these in, and then you're gonna touch these two wires together 4 times within 8 seconds. Okay, then it says verify that the VSC indicator light is lit, indicating the record of 0 point is erased. Okay, so we're doing 0-point calibration. Okay, so the light should go off. Okay, actually it says verify that the VSC indicator light is lit. Yeah, okay, so it's gonna light. And then it's gonna turn. Then we're gonna turn it off, the ignition, and then we're gonna be sure the terminals of TS and CG of DLC3 are disconnected. Okay, so we're going to keep them together, turn the engine off, then pull them apart. Then we're going to turn the ignition switch on, and then check the VSC Trac warning light. It goes off after about 15 seconds after the ignition switch is turned on. Okay, after ensuring the VSC warning light remains off for 2 seconds, turn the vehicle off. Then we're going to connect terminal TS and CG, turn the ignition on. After turning the ignition on, check the VSC warning light is lit for about 4 seconds and then starts blinking at 0.13 second intervals. After ensuring the blinking of the VSC light for 2 seconds, turn the ignition switch off, and then we can just remove our SST, homemade SST. I guess they would have a tool for that. And then drive the vehicle to make sure that the light goes off. Okay, so basically this VSC Trac light, it comes on as soon as I start driving. So we're just going to recalibrate everything and get it going. Okay, so the OBDII, we're just going to jump right in here. It's right up above the emergency brake. So here's the emergency brake right up under there. Now, there is a cover. Let's see. There's a cover that's supposed to be over, which mine wasn't attached, but so that cover, if you see a black, you see it says OBDII on there, just pull that off. It just pulls right off. Okay, now we're going to locate the pins. All right, so we're looking for pin 14. If this camera will focus, look for pin 14 here, which is the third one from the left. So 1, 2, 3. All right. And while you're doing this, make sure you don't touch anything else. All right, and then we're gonna go pin 4, which is fourth from the right on the bottom. So let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4. All right, we got those pushed in. All right, so now we've got our wires connected. Okay, so we'll make sure the wires don't touch. And then we're going to turn the ignition switch to on. Get the keys here. So, we got our ignition switch to on, and then we're going to touch the terminals together 4 times within 8 seconds to verify that the VSC indicator light. Okay, so we're going to touch these together in 8 seconds, which I'm going to try and hold the camera and do this. Maybe I'll try and prop it up here with you being able to see what's going on. All right, so we're going to touch these together 4 times within 8 seconds, and then we're going to turn the ignition off, okay? So here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4. Now the ignition switch, the VSC light was on and the ABS light was blinking, okay? All right, so now what we're gonna do is we're gonna turn the ignition switch back to the on position. As you can see, we're on step 6 here. I'm gonna turn the ignition switch back to the on position and make sure the light goes off after about 15 seconds. All right, so we're looking here. We're waiting, and there it is. Okay, so the light has gone off. Okay, so now the ignition switch is on and the VSC light has turned off. Okay, so check 15 seconds, the ignition switch turned off. After the VSC warning light remains off for 2 seconds, turn the ignition switch off. Okay, so we've got the ignition switch off. Then we're gonna connect the terminal TS. So we're gonna connect these two terminals now. So I'm just gonna hold them together with my fingers there, like that. And we're going to turn the ignition to the on position. Turn the ignition on. After turning the ignition on, warning light for about 4 seconds and it should blink. And it's blinking. All right, it's blinking. Now we're going to turn the ignition off. And we're going to disconnect our SST terminals, TS and CG. And our issue should be fixed. So let's get in and take a look here. All right, so there are no lights on the vehicle displaying, so we're gonna start driving because it used to come on when we start driving. Still no light. Still no light. As you can see, that the 0-point calibration has worked and it has been restored. Don't mind the airbag light. I'll be addressing that soon. But you can see the VSC Trac light is off. Everything is working great. The vehicle has been recalibrated, and now we don't have any more issues with the VSC Trac light. Thanks for watching. I hope this video is helpful. If you have a scan tool that does ABS and traction control and all that good stuff, feel free to use that. I mean, you just go to the code, you read the code, you erase the code, and you know, it's no big deal and it'll be gone. But thanks for watching. Please comment, rate, and subscribe. Y'all have a good one.